first, offering a fastball for a strike. Snell, 32 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Swinging a foul straight back. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Next to hit, Josh Smith. Just missed. Snell, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Ball to strike. The pitch. Inside, just missed.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
2 away now. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Corey Seager.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That's inside, and it's 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
DeGrom back to work. DeGrom, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Semien, toss over to first. And quickly one away in the second.
The shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Gets the outside corner with that one. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It hit her.
And that's down and away. Turns and fires the bats. Fights it off. He'll see another. To third, and foul ball. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And that drops in for a strike. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. DeGrom gets the strikeout. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in Arlington, stepping in the long ball threat, Jake Burger.
He's definitely a talented player. He can hit the ball a mile, and they're just hoping for him to have some more consistency so he can establish that next level here in the big leagues.
Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And yes, he offered at it. Late that time, and it's strike two.
0-2 is the count.
Ball one there.
2 strikes.
And that one is downstairs. And it's 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
And that's in the dirt. And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put them away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
That misses the zone. 1-2 the count.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
I got 3-2.
No score here in the second. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at-bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden the pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Here is Marcus Semien. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon. That one missed. For Marcus Semien, probably the biggest adjustment and improvement he's made has been on defense. Semien made 35 errors as a shortstop in 2015 with the Athletics, and by the time 2021 came around, there goes the runner. Caught on and missed. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
And that chops in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Almost got him. Lined, and that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Garcia now at the plate. And that one fouled off.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And that is out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Foul ball still 0-2. Berger at third. Semien at first. 1 gone. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Now the catcher up to hit, Kyle Higashioka. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Inside. And it's a ball and a strike. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. first pitch doesn't find the zone. Right side, hard hit. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting eighth, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
And here is Michael Conforto. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that drops in for a strike. One out, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
That's outside, and that's ball one. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Outside with a breaking ball. Three and two. The pitch is outside, and ball four. And that's their first base runner of the game. And next for LA, James Outman. Smoked to the left. This looks like extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. The relay throw. And he's out.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. His first at-bat was a strikeout. And that's a base hit. Outman around third. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, he was trying to get his team on the scoreboard and take a lead here in this ball game, but an outstanding job by the defense. Excellent execution, a bang-bang play at the dish, and they just got him in time.
Bottom of the inning, and here's the veteran outfielder, Jock Peterson. That one missing inside. And the lefty kicks, delivers. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Down the middle for a strike. And it's 2-1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
So the lineup flips over. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. Sliced hard but foul. One down, base is empty. And strike two.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That misses. Going to count 1-2. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that's outside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And next is the designated hitter, Josh Smith. First time up was a pop-out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That one fouled off. And a foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Quite a start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Now snap throw to first. Langford back on a dive.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
That's inside. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. High fly ball down the left field line. Hernandez sizes this one up, drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. One left for Texas, and we are still scoreless. On to the fourth, and stepping in is the speedy number 6. And there's the strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Ooh, Baez. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. Off the plate inside, ball 1. Ohtani measures 6 feet 4 inches, 210 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
That's ball 2.
swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here comes Max Muncy. That's outside. Ball one. Ohtani leads off first with one away. Muncy hits one in the air. Peterson under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie now. Went down on strikes his first time through. Hits the top of the zone at 98 for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. And Mookie takes.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Pitch is in the dirt, and the count is even 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Runner on the go. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two outs. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Teoscar Hernandez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 1 hit, 1 left. We're midway in the 4th. We're tied, 0-0. Back at Globe Life Field, and now the first baseman, Jake Burger. That's a strike.
Well, these Rangers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced, so I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Here's Josh Young. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. Fouled off. He was late. In the air, left field, down the line. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Next to hit, Marcus Semien. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That one misses, and that's ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Adolis Garcia in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Here's a 3-0.